Just turn them off. Just turn them off.
Just turn them off. Jeff, they need to know who the judges are to announce who the judges are, and you have a list.
There's another printer.
They're making this call. You're pretty good?
Yeah, I emailed you again, but I've sent it to Chris, so Chris should be able to print it. Okay, if not, I'll have my computer. Okay, that'll work. The second one I sent you has
If you have a champion there that needs to come to the ring for the grand ride, once we start to announce the winners of the division champs for the sheep ride, you need to start making your way to the holding pen. If you are on the back side of the bleachers, you will need to come around and come through the side of the announcer stand to make your way to the holding pen. We need everyone to clear over here. We're very sorry that you guys are going to have to clear this entire area so that our bears can come through and come into the holding pen. Thank you.
Yesterday, and
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2017 Arizona National Livestock Show Grand Champion Drive. We appreciate you being here today. There are a few people that we would like to introduce before we begin. If you would please give a huge round of applause to Mr. Scott Lohe, President of the Arizona National Livestock Show. And Mr. Kevin Rogers, our Vice President of the Arizona National Livestock Show, back here behind me as well. And to any of our other board members and staff that are out there, they have worked extremely hard all year long to prepare for this event this year. We greatly appreciate that. Also, Mr. Gary Rosenbush. Gary, where are you at? Please put your hands together for Mr. Gary Rosenbush down there at the end, guys. He's the Director of Livestock all the way from Texas. We greatly appreciate your work. Mr. Brian Hogue, Tyler Grendel, the entire crew, our social media group, and of course Walton Webcasting, who is bringing our Grand Drive live online. If you would like to text anyone at home, you can certainly let them know that they can be watching today with our Walton Webcast. That is at waltonwebcast.com. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to rock and roll. We're going to start with our goats today. Our judging our goats is Mr. Parks Tucker from San Angelo, Texas. He's been an ag teacher for 35 years. Parks is the superintendent for the goat department at the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. And he's also judged at Fort Worth, Houston, and the Texas State Fair. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring in our reserve champion lightweight goat. Our reserve champion lightweight goat is driven by Savannah Graves from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Savannah says, I started showing lambs and goats at the age of 9. It was something I found a passion for and something I was good at. I continued to show for the rest of my 4-H and FFA career. Showing was something my entire family could do together, and I loved every moment of it. There was sweat, blood, and tears that were put into these projects, but in the end, it was worth every memory and lesson learned. Showing has shaped my life and the person I am today. Please give another big round of applause to Savannah Graves from New Mexico. Our reserve champion middleweight goat is driven by Connor Clark from Albany, Texas. Connor says, I've been showing sheep and goats for the past 8 years. I started showing to my county show, then we started jackpots throughout the summers. Now I make all the Texas major shows, plus have been able to go to the National Western in Denver and the Arizona National. This year I was able to add steers to my lineup and have really enjoyed them. I love the stock show and meet new people. Please give Connor another big round of applause. Our champion heavyweight goat is driven by Reese Thurman from Bakersfield, California. Reese says, my name is Reese Thurman. I am 12 years old and I'm in the 7th grade at Norris Junior High in Bakersfield, California. I have been showing livestock since I was 5 years old. I show sheep and goats with my little brother Braden, traveling to stock shows with my family and friends. My favorite thing to do. We've been beyond blessed to bring home several buckles and banners, none of which we could have done without my family and the amazing support from breeders. When I'm not showing, I enjoy travel volleyball, and family trips to the beach. In the future, I plan to attend the University of Southern California to become an orthodontist. I am extremely grateful for the opportunity to show this evening and would like to congratulate all the other exhibitors and wish them good luck. Please give Reese another big round of applause. Driving our champion lightweight goat is Katie Matsumoto from Wilton, California. Katie says, I've been showing market goats for about 4 years. I'm an active member of my local 4-H, Pleasant Grove High School FFA, and competed on a livestock judging team. I have a small herd of market goats and a steer at home. I am lucky to work with J&J Livestock to help raise my animals. In my years of showing, I have met great showmen and livestock families. A special thanks goes out to my supporters, especially Justin and Jennifer Burns, the JJL crew, Brad and Stacy Bisnet, and my family. Thank you for the opportunity. Showing our our champion middleweight goat is Sydney Newsom from Medina, Texas. Sydney says, I've shown lambs and goats for the past 4 years. I love showing them. I've helped my brother since I was very little. This is the very big part of my family's life. The hours I spend at the barn are well worth it. The rewards and like winning a champion award at the Arizona Nationals. Give Sydney a big round of applause. And your champion heavyweight goat is driven today by Ava Schroyer from DeGraff, Ohio. Ava says, this past year our family has shown goats at many places as possible. We've had Grand Champion at Denver, Reserve Champion at Ohio State Fair, Reserve Champion at the American Royal, and Reserve Champion at North American. We also show sheep and have been fortunate to win Ohio State Fair and North American youth shows. We have loved traveling to Arizona. We are thankful for new friends and that we've made an opportunity to show stock nationwide. Ladies and gentlemen, please give all of our champion market goat showmen a huge round of applause. And our judge, Mr. Tucker, goes out and selects our champion at this time.
ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you could put 6 goats in an arena any stouter than this in Texas. And I say that because that's where I'm from, Texas. And, you know, the years I've judged all the majors, Houston, San Antonio, all of them there. But this, guys, I'm very proud of these 6. Okay, let's put your hands together for these guys right here. I went through a lot of goat history, and what I always leave, and I want you to hope that you can see that I stay consistent. From the smaller goats to the heavy goats. Sometimes one will have a flaw in him. He won't be 100% or to my perfect specs, but they all come to the top, the good ones. And all of us judges, we always talk about that. You know, we go, oh gosh, wow, there wasn't much in that class. Well, those good ones come and find you, people. They'll come up and find you just like these right here. And at this time, and thank you, Arizona, for having me here. And at this time, I will select your grand champion, Arizona National, for 2017. Your champion will be your heavyweight right here.
Congratulations to Eva Schroyer of DeGraff, Ohio, your grand champion, market goat of the 2017 Arizona National Livestock Show.
You know, just down some tough decisions, and you start looking at size, and then you start looking at, you know, the capacity level, and then you start looking at the carcass merit, and sometimes we get hung up on a certain weight in our minds, but we have to take the complete goat from nose to tail whenever I select them, and that's what I put a lot of the merit into, and your reserve champion will follow suit, will be from the heavyweight division.
Congratulations, Reese Kerman from Bakersfield, California, your 2017 Arizona National Livestock Show Reserve Champion Market Goat. Let's give all of those exhibitors a big round of applause as they leave our ring, and we'll begin our sheep show momentarily.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. We hope you make this one.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
I was working on it. I got you through it.
Thank you.
Those of you that are back here behind our holding pins for the hog show, we apologize, but you're going to have to remove yourselves from the holding area. We're going to start lining up our hogs during the lamb show. So if you guys could please back up all the way up against the fence so that the hogs can make their way into those holding pins, it would be greatly appreciated.
Katina will yell at me. She's like our...
No, just tell Katina. I'm just like her. She will tell her.
Did Katina tell me no? Okay. All right. Sorry.
Okay, that's what I told
I'll fight with you.
So we're fine where we're at. Honestly, we are.
You're golden. No, Katina. But I now know they just have white
No,
faces
it's-
and green.
You want pretty.
I should have talked. Kevin, I need to know if you guys are good down there, ready to go. No one's down there to tell me. They're ready? Okay. So one of your supers is supposed to be down there giving me the thumbs up, but I don't see them. Oh, okay, I see her. Head to the what?
We need our goat judge to head to his car immediately so you don't miss your flight. As soon as they give us a thumbs up down there that the line is ready to go, we'll start our sheep show. Miss Johnson's just giving me the thumbs up, so we're ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, judging our sheep show today is Mr. Gene Wynn. Gene started his career as an ag teacher and was involved in agricultural education for 16 years, and over the past 13 years, he has been an ag 4-H extension agent. Currently, Gene is the county director for Torrance County in New Mexico Cooperative Extension Service. Gene has had the opportunity to judge shows throughout the country, including the Texas State Fair, San Antonio Livestock Show, and the Indiana State Fair. He and his wife Doreen have 4 children who have been very successful with their market lambs at national shows. Gene has a flock of over 100 black-faced ewes that he continues to grow and produce. High-quality sheep that are successful in the show ring. Please give Mr. Gene Wynn a huge round of applause and thank him for coming out to sort through our sheep show this year. Please welcome to the ring with our reserve AOB, Connor Cox from Corona, New Mexico. Connor says I've been successful with my sheep and goats over the years. Winning grand and reserve at my county fair was a great feeling. The work my family puts in at the barn has taught me responsibility and the value of hard work. Showing livestock has definitely prepared me for life after high school. Please give Connor another big round of applause. Our reserve champion, Blackface, is Bailey Anderson from Madras, Oregon. Congratulations. Bailey says, I've been involved with market land projects for 4 years and recently began a new venture with market goats. I am passionate about the industry because I admire the diversity of people and livestock coming together for a greater purpose. I am involved in CJLA and the Oregon Jackpot Circuit. A big thank you to my coaches, Derek and David, my family and teammates for helping me get to the next level. This is a memory I will always remember. Please give Bailey a huge round of applause. Coming into the ring next with our middleweight blackface reserve champion is Madison Rule from Iowa. Madison says, my name is Madison Rule. I started showing sheep when I was 8 years old, but have been around sheep and livestock my whole life. A few years ago, I started showing at some of the majors, including Louisville, Sarbin, Denver, American Royal, and Arizona National. Overall, I really enjoyed the experience at Arizona National. My family and I enjoyed the experience of the show, getting to spend time with our friends and having Christmas break in the warmer temperatures. My family and I live in Hawarden, Iowa, where we currently own and operate Wool Sheep Company. I've been helping my family raise sheep since I can remember, but I mostly enjoy helping my parents with the breeding surgeries, and I try to be as much hands-on as they will allow. When I am not showing sheep or helping on our farm, I enjoy reading, playing trumpet, and hanging out with my friends. After this, I finish high school. I plan on pursuing a career in the medical field as a cardiac surgeon. I am grateful to the livestock industry and what it has taught me so far. Thank you, Arizona National, for this amazing experience and opportunity. Please give Madison a huge round of applause. And driving our heavyweight blackface is Neil Ehler from Nebraska. Neil says, over the years, showing livestock has shaped me to the person I am today. Showing has given a drive to be the best showman, the best feeder I can possibly be. Showing not only gave me a drive in the show world, it gave me a drive in everything else I do in life. Without livestock and all the amazing people that are in the livestock industry, I certainly wouldn't be here today and doing what I love to do. Let's give Neil another big round of applause. Showing our champion, AOB, is Allison Smith from Emporia, Kansas. Allison says, I've shown sheep for 12 years now, and my family and I started raising Dorsets when I was 9 years old. I love traveling around the country with my family and friends, going to livestock shows. Showing livestock is the best decision I've ever made, from all of the memories and friends I have made along the way. Let's give a big round of applause to Allison Smith. Driving your champion, lightweight, is Riley Hoyle from Taylor, Arkansas. She says, my name is Riley Hoyle. I am a 16-year-old sophomore at Taylor High School in Taylor, Arkansas. I've been showing livestock since I was 5 years old. My brother and I show lambs, goats, and market hogs and enjoy traveling to stock shows with our family and friends. This is our third year to show at the Arizona National, and we love spending our Christmas break here. I have been blessed to bring home several banners and buckles, and I am thankful to the breeders and my family for helping me to accomplish my goals. When I'm not showing livestock in the barn, I enjoy playing softball, archery, student council, and participating in FFA leadership events, public speaking, parliamentary procedure, vet science CDE, and agri-science fair. I work hard to maintain a 4.0 GPA, and in the future I plan to attend Texas A&M University and major in animal science and genetics so that I can continue to be involved in the livestock industry. Please put your hands together for Riley Hoyle. Your middleweight blackface champion was Kyra Elliott from Calamute, Oklahoma. Kyra has shown lambs since she was 8 years old and has been around her family's club lamb operation her entire life. She gave market hogs a try 1 year, but remained true to her favorite showing lambs. Kyra is active in FFA, livestock judging, and showing sheep. She would like to express her gratitude to the Arizona National Show Committee and all of the great volunteers that made this event possible. Please give Kyra a big round of applause. And showing our champion heavyweight blackface lamb is Jillian Keller from Kansas. Jillian says, every year I look forward to making the cross-country trip to exhibit at ANLS with some of the best in the country. Exhibiting sheep and goats at ANLS has always been an incredible, educating, and rewarding experience that helps me grow into a showman and a leader. Let's give all of our market land contestants a huge round of applause. And congratulations.
All of our champion and reserve champion market hogs, please bring your hogs to the lead ring at this time. All of our champion and reserve champion hogs will be coming to make a ring at this time.
I need that list. I need you over here.
Gus Mitchum, we need you to bring your reserve hog immediately. Gus Mitchum, bring your reserve hog immediately.
Well, what an honor and a privilege it is to be able to be here at the Arizona National and be able to evaluate the sheep out here today. It was a really good show last night. I was very impressed with the quality. And, you know, I guess I've had the opportunity to be on both sides of this. My family showed out here for a number of years, right up to last year. And we've watched it change over the years. And don't y'all think that this is the way it ought to be done? This is the way that the show ought to be done for these young people? I hope Arizona National goes along with applause for that. These kids, I know that all the kids work hard in the barn, but when we can reward them this way and put them on a production like this, I think that's what we ought to do. You know, I don't think we have problems with these kids like we do out there in the real world in some aspects, and so these kids ought to be rewarded for this. So it's a privilege for me to be able to be here and to evaluate these animals. I think that from my perspective, I think good livestock's good livestock, and I think that means that they need to be three-dimensional, they need to be muscular, and because it's a show ring, they need to have some show ring eye appeal to them. And when I evaluate all these out here today, I certainly think they have that, and I'm impressed with all of them. Let's give them one more round of applause with this weekend. I've already talked to sheep last night in their particular classes and divisions and stuff, so I'm not going to spend some time doing that. Let's just say that, again, the quality here was outstanding this year. My hat's off to all of you for all the work and efforts you put in. One more round of applause, and let's let the grand champ.
Congratulations to Kyra Elliott, your 2017 Grand Champion Market Lamb of the Arizona National Livestock Show from Calumet, Oklahoma.
Well, before we end this with the Reserve Grand, let me just thank Kevin and Thor and the rest of their assistants in the sheep show. Again, I appreciate their help. It's been, again, a privilege to be able to work with these young people. It's been a great sheep show. One more round of applause, and I'll select that Reserve Grand.
Congratulations to Madison Rule from Iowa, the Reserve Grand Champion Market Lamb of the 2017 Arizona National Livestock Show. Congratulations to all of those exhibitors. We'll now move on to our steer show, and I do need everyone's attention, please, including those that are standing behind the hogs at this time. I need you to listen very carefully. We need absolute silence when we bring the cattle into the ring at this time. The ground in here is slick, and we have to be very, very careful when we bring them in to make sure that they don't get excited and we don't have a train wreck.
Except for you told me it was going swine and then cattle, so my cattle are not here yet. Okay? Sorry.
We actually are going to move into our hog show first, and then we'll do our cattle after that. I apologize, Katie. Thank you. But we'll still need you to be quiet at that time. Brian is going to close our end panel down there, Mr. Hogue. Brian Hogue. Brian Hogue, could you close that panel for us right there for our show? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would like to introduce our hog judge, Mr. Brian Anderson from Kansas. Brian Anderson is currently the sales account manager for Show Circuit Online Sales, and he is also the livestock manager at the American Royal. Previously, Anderson coached collegiate livestock judging teams for 19 years. He also served as a sales rep for Sunglow Feeds, as well as a field representative for the National Swine Registry. Anderson has judged shows on a state and national level in 32 different states. This is his second time judging here at Arizona National, and he enjoys coming to the show because of the people, the weather, and also how welcoming the Arizona National staff make him feel. Please put your hands together and give a big round of applause to Mr. Brian Anderson, our 2017 Arizona National Livestock Show hog judge. We are going to bring in our reserve champions. As your name is called, if you would please bring your hog into the ring, you will bring it out and then turn around and put it back in the pen once your bio is done. Driving our reserve champion at Berkshire is Caitlin Galloway. Caitlin is from Hutchinson, Kansas, and is 19 years old. She has been showing hogs for 4 years, and this is her second year at Arizona Nationals. She said this last year she started raising some of her own show pigs to show, including her reserve champion Berkshire. She has also been working at a vet clinic that has taught her a lot about how to treat and keep her livestock healthy. She plans on attending Kansas State after she is done showing. Let's give Caitlin a big round of applause. Your reserve champion at Chester is shown by Gus Mitchum of Ohio. Gus is a 22-year-old sophomore in college from South Nolan, Ohio. He has been showing for 19 years, and this is his first year at Arizona Nationals. He enjoys learning up genetics for his program, working with pigs, and spending time with his family and show families. He said he never would have imagined that he was able to accomplish what he's done in the past few days. He said leaving the ring with a bred and owned Chester was the icing on the cake. His final tour for his junior career has come to an end. He said to be appreciative each day of what is given to you, enjoy every moment, thank those who have given you those opportunities, and love what you do. He wants to thank Papa, Nana, and Mom for all the money spent, miles traveled, time invested, and support given. He also wants to thank NJSA, Team Purebred, and Arizona Nationals for making a great venue that allows him and other showmen to do what they love. In the future, he wants to breed and sell show pigs and help kids enjoy showing as much as he has the help they have success with. Congratulations to Gus. Please give him a big round of applause. Our Duroc is driven by Colvin Dodson. Colvin is an 18-year-old senior at Cherryville High School in Kansas. Colvin says, through my years showing, I've showed so many skills that I use each day. Along the way, I've also gained many friends that I have become family. When I graduated later this year, I plan to be involved in the livestock industry by attending NEO, A&M, and Oklahoma State to pursue a degree in veterinary medicine. Let's give Colvin a big round of applause. Driving our reserve champion Hampshire is Michaela Lorwald. Michaela is a 15-year-old high school sophomore from Florence, Texas. She's been showing hogs for 12 years, and this is her first time at Arizona Nationals. She has said She said she was the 2017 champion Yorkshire Gilt and reserve champion Crossbred Gilt at the San Angelo Stock Show and Rodeo, Supreme Champion Gilt at Williamson County Youth Expo, and Champion and Reserve Breeding Gilt at her county fair, as well as Champion Senior Showman. In the future, she plans on attending Texas A&M to become a livestock chiropractor. Congratulations to Michaela Lorwall. Our reserve champion, Hereford Tamworth, is driven by McKenna Clevenger. McKenna is a 14-year-old from Central Point, Oregon. She has been showing for 6 years, and this is her first year at Arizona National. When she isn't showing, she enjoys drawing, dancing, hanging out with her friends. She hopes to return to the Arizona National next year. She wants to continue her education and someday judge livestock shows. She would like to thank her parents, Rocky and Melissa, and her brothers and sisters for always supporting her. She would also like to give a special shout out to the Mendoza family of No Limit Genetics for all of their guidance. Congratulations to McKenna Clevenger. Driving our reserve champion land race is Maddie Fugate. Maddie is an 18-year-old freshman at Lakeland College in Illinois. She has been showing for 16 years, and this is her 4th year at Arizona National. She said for the majority of her life, she has been able to be a part of the livestock industry. Now her role has changed as she gets older, but her passion remains the same. She said she has truly been blessed to be able to travel the country, making memories and friends along the way. In addition to showing, she enjoys public speaking and reading. She plans to graduate college, go to law school, and eventually go into politics with aspirations to become the president. Please give Maddie a big round of applause, and if you know Maddie, that will probably happen. Driving our reserve champion Poland is Peyton Hill. Peyton Hill is a 22-year-old from Dustin, Oklahoma. She's been showing for 13 years, and this is her 3rd year at the Arizona National. She said she received a text from her friend asking if she wanted to go to Phoenix with her, and with the change to the rules, she said she would if she could find a couple of barrows. Thanks to her fiance, they got a Poland barrow he raised. She said she enjoys her senior citizen run with her big family. They have been as far east as New York and as far west as California. She said she checked off so many goals at the end she never would have imagined. Her sow herd has grown tremendously in numbers. She is trying to stay positive, knowing her last trip to the ring was fast approaching. Her sows have been her go-to. She said she is ending her career on a high note with raising the top 4 overall Hereford Tamworth Gilts. Her best friend promising her forever and raising her final project. She wants to thank her mom and dad for all of the miles they put on their vehicle, her trailers, the feed bills, and most importantly, the love and support. She wants to thank everyone in this barn and out for being a part of her career. And she said to thank the Lord for keeping us safe and allowing me to have the life that I do. Please give Peyton a big round of applause. Congratulations to Peyton. Peyton also raised the world record-selling champion Tamworth Gilt that sold here at our Gilt sale last night. Congratulations to Peyton. Our reserve champion spot is driven by Catrice Lane. Catrice is a 14-year-old from Oakdale, California. She's been showing for 5 years, and this is her 1st year at the Arizona National. When she isn't showing, she is either being a cheerleader or riding dirt bikes. Her biggest accomplishment is being named reserve champion spot here at this show. She would like to thank her parents and brothers for supporting her, and especially No Limit Genetics and the Mendoza family for all the help and guidance over the past few years. Please put your hands together for Catrice Lane. Your reserve champion Yorkshire is driven by Jackson Cobb. Jackson is in the 4th grade at Buffalo Island Central in Lake City, Arkansas. He has been showing for 3 years, and this is his 1st year at the Arizona National. He lives on a 300 sow operation where he has the privilege to work with his pigs on a daily basis. He likes sports and hunting, and in the future he hopes to go to college and play baseball. Then, if hunting professionally doesn't work out, he'll work on the farm with his dad and papa. Congratulations to Jackson Cobb. And your reserve champion crossbred is driven by Peyton Rogers of Missouri. Excuse me, used to be of California, right, Peyton? Peyton is an 11-year-old and 6th grader from Savannah, Missouri. She has been showing for 6 years, and this is her 3rd year at the Arizona National. She won Champion Yorkshire at the National Western, Champion Barrow at the California State Fair, and Supreme Heifer at the Western Bonanza. Her biggest highlight of the year has been able to come back to the Arizona National Livestock Show to see all of her California show family. She would like to thank everyone who has helped and support her through her showing. She wants to continue to show livestock, go to college, and take over her dad's cattle business. Congratulations to Peyton. All right, at this time, we'll bring in each one of our champions. We'll start with our champion, Berkshire, driven by Hallie Landry from Jeanneret, Louisiana. Hallie says, for the past 16 years, I've been actively involved in making a difference in many different facets of the livestock industry, but my true passion lies within exhibiting livestock, especially swine. Being able to travel the country pursuing my passion and meeting lifelong friends along the way has become some of my favorite memories along the way. I can truly say that I would not be where I am today without my family and friends. Congratulations to Hallie Landry. Driving our champion, Chester White, is Phoebe Rogers. Phoebe is a 17-year-old high school senior from Newcastle, Texas. She's been showing for 11 years, and this is her first year at Arizona National. She plans on going to a junior college to judge livestock and then transfer to Oklahoma State University to get her bachelor's degree in animal science. She'd like to further her education by getting a PhD in reproductive physiology and become a livestock embryologist. She said that she has been able to be more hands-on with the help expand her family's sow herd over the past year. She wants to thank her family, Arizona National, and James Skeers for a great year. Congratulations to Phoebe Rogers. Your champion, Durham, is driven by Jake Neubauer. Jake is an 11-year-old and in the 6th grade at Plaza Elementary in Orland, California. He has been showing hogs for 2 years, and this is his first year at the Arizona National. He has also been trying to breed his own pigs. He has enjoyed playing sports for the past 2 years and wants to go on to play baseball or football at Boise State. Congratulations to Jaden. Give him a big round of applause. Your champion Hampshire is driven by Christopher McLaughlin. Christopher is a 13-year-old 8th grader from Panhandle, Texas. He has been showing pigs for 6 years, and this is his 3rd year at the Arizona Nationals. He said that he has just been working with pigs this last year, and he's won his county fair 3 times and placed reserve division champion at the Houston Junior Livestock Show. He also won showmanship 2 years in a row at his county fair in Champion, Hampshire. He likes to hunt, fish, and show pigs, and in the future he wants to go to college and become a doctor. Congratulations to Christopher McLaughlin. Our champion, Hereford Tamworth, is driven by Keena Crawford. Keena is a 14-year-old freshman at Houghton High School in Houghton, Kansas. She is part of the Houghton FFA chapter and has been showing hogs for 3 years. She wants to become a pediatric dentist and enjoys showing and cooking. This is her 2nd year at Arizona Nationals, and she said she has shown at many national shows and camps in the last year and learned many new skills and traits. She'd like to thank Arizona Nationals for putting on a great show. Please give Keena a huge round of applause. Your champion land race is driven by Kyle Emery. Kyle is from Yuba City, California, and goes to Butte College. He has been showing hogs for 13 years, and this is his 1st year at the Arizona National. He plans on taking over his family's farming operation and has already started building up his Angus show cattle operation. He said the past year he has had the opportunity to show pigs for Walter Show Pigs on more time, and this is the last show that he will participate in and cherish every minute. Please give Kyle a big round of applause. Our champion Poland is driven by Noah Typen. Noah is a 19-year-old sophomore at Lynn Benton Community College in Albany, Oregon. He has been showing hogs for 11 years, and this is his 3rd year at Arizona National. He enjoys showing pigs and livestock judging and plans on taking Russell's job in the future. Look out, Russell. He said he would like to thank his family and the entire Ottenwalter crew for their incredible support and help the past few years. He also wants to extend a special thank you to Russell Pedret for inspiring him to always work a little harder and to never stop getting better. He said without so many people, important people in his life, he would have never been able to accomplish what he has been able to accomplish in the past few years. He said due to the amazing support system, he has had more success in the show ring and on his collegiate livestock judging team than he ever thought possible. Please give Noah a big round of applause. Our champion spot is driven by Ethan McKee. Ethan has been showing hogs for 3 years, and this is his second year at the Arizona National. He is a high school senior at San Luis Obispo, California. He enjoys showing, hunting, and fishing and plans to pursue a college degree in agriculture. Ethan says he's an active member, of his FFA chapter and plays on the varsity golf team. This is his second year showing at the Arizona National Livestock Show, and he would like to thank Garrett Shateen, the breeder, and his mentor for all of his help and guidance. Ethan is looking forward to attending college out of state next year, where he will be pursuing a degree in agriculture. Congratulations to Ethan. Our champion Yorkshire is driven by Sierra Dickerson. Sierra is an 18-year-old senior at Rudder High School in Bryan, Texas. She has been showing hogs for 10 years, and this is her first year at Arizona National. She said she shows steers and goats, but the pig barn is where her heart is. She enjoys showing alongside and assisting her special needs little sister Macy as they take on the world one hog show at a time. She said she enjoys showing livestock across the country and will cherish the memories she's made. She plans on attending Texas A&M to work towards her law degree. Please give Sierra a big round of applause. And finally, our champion crossbred is driven by Alexis Hernandez. Alexis is a 15-year-old high school sophomore from Colusa, California. She has been showing for 9 years, and this is her 3rd year. She wants to give a huge thank you to Russell, her Nani and Papa, and her family for making this possible. She also wants to thank everyone at Ottenwalter Show Pigs for their continued help and support. She plans to attend Louisiana State University and become CEO of Ottenwalter Show Pigs. You might want to hire Noah at some point. Congratulations to all of these exhibitors. We do have a very special request from our judge that we will do at this time.
You guys just shut them down for just a second, okay? I thought it was only appropriate if the hog show was the biggest show that maybe we needed to stir up the most excitement, and I asked Jeff if he'd play that. Because I do think it's important. When you get a show, and for those of you that have been coming to Arizona for years, what has happened this year in terms of just sheer numbers compared to what it was 5-6 years ago,
is absolutely incredible. To give them an experience to come out here and something that they'll remember for the rest of their life, that's what you want to do. When you got this many people stacked this deep, this high, and this powerful, it needs to be an experience that they'll remember for the rest of their life. In the hog industry, I get known for being way too sappy. I'm going to try my very, very best today because there's sheep people and goat people and cattle people here, not to try to get sappy. I do want you to think about something real quick. And I mentioned to you, for those of you that used to come here, I mentioned at a time or two that the first time that we ever came out here to show, I think we were 5th or 6th in a market hog class and made the premium set. This year, because of just the sheer numbers and what the staff is doing to try to make things better, if you're not one of these 20 hogs right here, you didn't make the set. And we had, I hate to guess how many head, I think there was over 14 or 1,500 total entries. So the accomplishment that you 20 folks have out here right now is absolutely huge. Remember that and treasure that, and make sure that the last thing you do before you leave here is thank this staff with Arizona National. A lot of you kids have never probably seen the movie called Field of Dreams. But in that movie, the statement was, if you build it, they will come. The Arizona National has absolutely built what I can honestly say now with what we've seen this year, one of the most elite livestock shows in the country. They have truly They absolutely, truly have given you an opportunity to do what you enjoy during an awesome time of the year. Every one of you that's from back east or northeast, you're glad you're here because it's damn cold at home. And pardon my friends on national TV, but you do this because you enjoy it and do it because it's fun, but you also do it because you're competitive. And if you think it's easy for them to put on a show this magnitude and to try to gather the dollars that you all expect them to do, that you all expect them to supply through that premium sale, I think it's time that we as exhibitors maybe take ownership in that also. Whatever you can do to step forward, to help out, to contribute, to patronize the city of Phoenix, to patronize people in this area. Folks, to get you out here, it was a team effort. For this thing to continue to grow, continue to get better, continue to be the best livestock show on this part of the state, or this part of the country, and nationwide, it takes a true team effort. So to the staff at the Arizona National Livestock Show, thank you for a tremendous job. The last thing we can do is put our hands together and thank them. To your swine committee here, and I made mention of it yesterday, you do not anticipate a 78% turnout at a national hog show. But that's what they had show up. So there were some challenges to work through, and I know some of you maybe got frustrated at times, but I promise you they took as many notes as possible. Jeff Maynard, I heard, was out here till 3:45 one night trying to take care of things to make this a better show for you. That staff right up there at that table, sitting back there in that office, that did everything they could for you. They do that because they love the hog industry, they love the swine industry, but more importantly, they love your kids. It truly has been a pleasure for me to come out here, and I'm going to wrap this thing up. It's hot out here, and I need to get this jacket off before I start sweating. But the last thing I want to do, I want to tell you how much enjoyment and pleasure it is to listen to the stories of all those young kids out there. And the only way they're going to get to where they want to get to and that success that they're going to have in life is for you parents, you grandparents, you 4-H leaders, FFA leaders, and everybody around this ring to support them in all their endeavors. Always remember that and enjoy it. I'm going to put this microphone down. We'll get this champion in reserve. Thank you one more time.
Please put your hands together for Mr. Brian Anderson. Congratulations to Alexis Hernandez from Colusa, California, your 2017 Grand Champion Market Bearer at the Arizona National Livestock Show. And your reserve champion, Sierra Dickerson from Bryan, Texas. Congratulations to both of those exhibitors. We do need all of our purebred exhibitors to please stay in the ring, back here behind the ring. You must do DNA testing at this time. All of our purebred, market hog, reserve, and champion exhibitors must stay right back here in the ring to do DNA testing at this time. That is, you guys did not do a DNA test, you did a heat test. We now will be doing DNA tests on your animal, so you guys have to stay, okay? Let me clarify. Your hair was pulled by the Arizona National. Your hair will now be pulled by Team Purebred and NJSA for a DNA test on their behalf. Thank you. Maddie Fugate, please bring your gilt back to the ring to be tested.
How about your bear?
Barrow, sorry, not gilt. Hog exhibitors, let your hogs lay down. Just be patient. We're going to take that DNA after the steer show is over. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can have your attention, please. We do need there to be radio silence when we bring the calves into the ring. We want to make sure that we do not have these calves hurt anyone whenever they come in. Also, whenever the judge does decide to select his champion, although it is anticlimactic, we would ask that you please do not put your hands together at that time. Give us just a moment and we'll start our steer show in just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we do need it silent at this time. If your neighbor is talking or anyone around you, we would ask that you please ask them to be quiet. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would like to introduce our market steer judge, Dr. Blake Bloomberg. He is an assistant professor of animal and applied and animal sciences at Oklahoma State University. Blake and his wife, Marina, were married in 2009 and have their daughter, Brecken, and two twin boys, Brandon and Berwick. He grew up on his family's livestock operation consisting of cattle, hogs, and row crops in Berwick, Illinois. He is the livestock judging coach at OSU. Dr. Bloomberg led the team to win the 2017 National Livestock Judging Competition and received the honor of Coach of the Year. He has judged livestock shows in 42 states and 3 foreign countries at the American Royal and North American International Livestock Exposition, just to name a couple. Please put your hand, or excuse me, we're not going to put our hands together, but you can wave at Dr. Blake Bloomberg. At this time, we're going to bring in our reserve champion British steer. The reserve champion British steer is driven by Kate Hilburn from Denver City, Texas. Kate says, this is my 5th year to show steers at the Arizona National Stock Show. I've had many top placing steers here in Phoenix. In 2014, I showed the reserve grand champion steer. I have been coming to Phoenix and competing in the Arizona National with my steers and the showmanship contest. I was the reserve junior showman at the 2017 Arizona National. This is a great show and probably my absolute favorite. Welcome, Kate. Our reserve all-black market steer is driven by Michaela Grady from Grandview, Texas. Michaela says, I've been fortunate over the past years. I have won the Houston Barrow Show, Fort Worth Pig and Steer Shows, Louisville Steer Show, Kansas City Steer Show, Reserve Grand Steer at Dallas, Reserve Grand at Denver with both pigs and steers, Grand Steer at Austin, and also won the Arizona National Steer Show. Needless to say, I have been very fortunate over the years and cannot thank the industry enough. Congratulations, Michaela. Coming into the ring with the reserve all other colors is Taylor Glover of Elgin, Oklahoma. Taylor says, I've been showing cattle for 2 years. This is my first Arizona National, and I showed the breed champion Hereford steer at the 2017 Oklahoma Youth Expo. Congratulations to Taylor. Coming into the ring next is our Grand Champion British, driven by London Bird from Lubbock, Texas. Landon is 9 years old and comes from a ranching family in West Texas. She raised this steer named Fireman, and when she is not working with her steer, she is constantly flipping all over the place. This is her first time to Arizona, and she is loving the weather. London is thankful for her family and coaches Josh and Jordan. Thank you for coming out. London, we appreciate you, and congratulations. Our champion all-black steer is driven by Denver McKay from Orlando, Oklahoma. Orlando says, I've been showing for 5 years, but this is my first Arizona National Livestock Show. I love baseball and football and spending time with my family. I want to thank my mom, dad, my sisters, Berkeley and Camden, and Jeff Andrus for helping me get here this week. Congratulations to Denver. And driving your champion all other colors is Michaela Grady from Grandview, Texas. Congratulations to Michaela. Again, she says, I've been very fortunate over the past years. I have won the Houston Barrow Show, Fort Worth Pig and Steer Show, Louisville Steer Show, Kansas City Steer Show, Reserve Grand Steer at Dallas, Reserve Grand Steer at Denver with both pigs and steers, Grand Steer at Austin, and also won the Arizona National Steer Show. Needless to say, I have been fortunate over the years and cannot thank the industry enough. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your market steers for your Grand Champion Market Steer selection.
Well, we're going to keep it rolling along, and we're not going to ask for any round of applause, but I want you to understand the admiration and the appreciation that I have for these kids and their families for coming out here. Again, a lot of you waved and they said that's what we should do, and that's probably a lot better than what some people want, the hand gesture some people want to give me right now. But I do take this very seriously, and I do enough judging to know that not everybody's going to be pleased, and I think you got to take some time and think about why we are really here. And if you're going to define your life by a purple banner, then I think you need to check yourself and do something different, because this is a great program for these young people to learn about life. It's a great program for them to learn about winning, but it's also a great program for them to also learn about how to lose. And sometimes I think we lose sight of that. We do that with judging teams 13, 14 times a year. We're going to lose more than we win, although we strive to win a lot. But you're not always going to win, and everybody's going to complain about the judge and this and that, and I understand that, and that's kind of the nature of the beast as it is showing cattle. But I grew up showing cattle. I've been on that side of it. I got a little girl that's showing pigs now, and I understand how frustrated you can get. But I want you to understand, it's not anything personal. There's no vendettas. You come out here and you judge the cattle. And when you do as many of them as I do, that's what you've got to do, or they won't ask you back. And these are the steers that suited me. Certainly you believe in the ones that you brought, and that's the way that it should be. And I thought we had some tremendous cattle. I didn't know what to expect when I got on that plane a couple of days ago, but this steer show at the top end was about as stiff as you'll find anywhere. There were subtleties between them, but I thought they were really good. A lot of perspective for you that know me. We had twin boys that were born premature and weighed 1 pound 1 and 1 pound 4. We spent 120 days in the NICU. In the first 30 days of their life, I didn't know if they were going to be dead or alive every hour. And that puts things in perspective for you. Hey, winning a cattle show, winning a sheep show, winning a goat show, winning a hog show, that's great. But in those instances, the only 3 things that you have in life are your family, your friends, and your faith. And that kind of is what got us through. And, it kind of changed my perspective, to be honest. And those boys, I think there's something special for them. They're hungry, but I do think that there is something special for them as they go through their life. So you got to keep things in perspective. There's another cattle show, a pretty big steer show, I think, in a couple of weeks in the Mile High City. I'm sure there's a lot of these people that will go to that one, and then they can complain about that judge. The thing I always say is the winners say woohoo, the losers say boohoo. That's just the way that it is. There's got to be winners and losers in life. But really, we're all winners for doing this project and for being involved in this. I want to thank the Arizona National. I know of no show that does as good a job of promoting their show on social media than the Arizona National does. If you don't have it, if you're not on Facebook and you haven't seen the Arizona National and you're not looking very hard, they do a tremendous job of building their show, and it's evident by the quality of people. And I want to thank Katie Hanger, who invited me, who was a former student of mine at Texas A&M. I appreciate her for the invitation and all of our cattle staff that we have. So normally I'd ask you to give a round of applause, but we don't want to spook them. But I want you to understand what a humbling experience this is for me to be out here. Anytime you get asked to evaluate a show, I take it very, very seriously. So congratulations to these endeavors. We'll get you a pair of champions here in our Market Steer Show.
Congratulations to Michaela Grady of Grandview, Texas, the grand champion steer of the 2017 Arizona National Livestock Show. Congratulations, your reserve grand champion market steer, Denver McKay from Orlando, Oklahoma. Ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude our grand champion drive of the 2017 Arizona National Livestock Show. Don't forget to join us tonight at 6 o'clock across the way for Master Showmanship. Also, Michelle Taylor, we found your Visa card outside in the parking lot. If you would like it, you can come and see us. If not, you can meet us for Mexican food at about 5 o'clock out on the Midway.